making chicken fajita wraps.
And so we are featuring produce from Twin Oaks, from Terrell Farm, and also from the Farmer's Quarter. And we are featuring our chicken from Cookin. Alrighty, so if you look right here, we have our recipe right here, and in here we have our fajita seasoning. Now I've already pre-mixed our seasoning, and so this has already been pre-mixed, and our chicken has already been pre-sliced and pre-marinated. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in this avocado oil. That's it. I'm going to add just a little bit more oil. I would say don't be scared of the avocado oil because this is full of omega-3 fatty acids and anti-inflammatory oil. And so it is actually good to eat. Alright, so the reason I'm going to start with a hot pot before we add the oil in is because I'm going to close the doors and the pot up. As you can see, if you look, you can see how the oil is.
We're doing our cooking at the market demonstration. This is Miss Kelly Miller, and today we are making chicken fajita veggie bowls with donations through our farmers here at the market.
Y'all hear that sear? Alright, one thing I'm going to point out to you, and don't think I'm being contradictory, but we're going to spread our meat out in the pan. Going to make sure we have oil on there, and we're not going to touch it, okay? The reason why we're not going to touch it is because we want to sear on it, and a sear means that this is boneless skinless chicken breast that came from Cookin farm. Boneless skinless chicken breast is a very lean protein, meaning that there's no fat on it, and so in order to retain the moisture, we need to do something called sear the meat, okay? Searing it means that we put it in oil, we put it in the pan, and we allow the Maillard reaction or the caramelization to occur. And so as you can see, you see that as you look at this chicken cooking, you can see where some of it is turning a little bit white. And so that means it's starting to cook. We don't have smell-o-vision here, but if
it
we
smells
did,
so good.
you could
It
smell
smells good.
It smells delicious.
I can vouch for it. Smells fabulous.
So the fajita seasoning, it has cumin, smoked paprika, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, sea salt, and pepper. All right? Now, I'm a big advocate for making your own spice mixes. A lot of times we use a taco seasoning packet or a fajita seasoning packet. These are some common seasonings that you see people using. I'm not villainizing these seasonings at all because I use them. But if I use these seasonings, I do not use salt because the first ingredient in this one is salt. The first ingredient in this one is salt as well. Okay, so we don't want to add salt on top of salt, and we add sea salt. So you're gonna get it. It's gonna be too salty. So we don't want it to be super salty. That's why I'm an advocate for making your own seasoning blend. So this fajita seasoning that I have right here is actually on the recipe right there. So if you are around and if you want a copy of the recipe, you can scan the QR code that says get your copy of today's recipe. Alrighty, so this is cooking. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peek to see, if it has caramelized. And if you are over here, you can see where we have the browning. That's what we call the Maillard reaction. That's what we call caramelization. And all that is that the molecules, the carbohydrate and the protein molecules, literally on a molecular level, all they did was shift and they became brown and they toasted up, and that's where the flavor is, okay? So we're just gonna flip it. Literally, we're just gonna flip it. So we're not gonna like take our pan and start stirring our chicken around. Please do not do that because it will end up steaming your chicken instead of searing it, okay?
That was fantastic. I was like,
Right. Right. And so I see it a lot with my students. I do teach culinary arts at the best high school in Rowan County, North Rowan High School, Go Cavaliers. And so one of the things I see my students do as soon as they put the meat in the pan, they start stirring it around. Then I come and look at their, and I'm like, where did all this liquid come from? But it's because their meat or their vegetables or whatever they're cooking has steamed, and then they're like, oh, it doesn't look right. It looks like weird. Why is it white? And I tell them because you messed with it and you let it steam instead of searing. So I'm a fan of searing. All right.
Yeah.
So although we're using boneless, skinless chicken breast for this recipe, boneless, skinless chicken
No, you're fine. I
thighs
was trying to be
will
out of your
work
way.
as well. And the boneless, skinless thighs, that's one of my favorite cuts of chicken to use because that's like really, really juicy. So whenever you're making fajitas, tacos, that's actually my favorite cut of meat to use. But we're still going to get the same result with this, all right? Now, I forgot my thermometer, so we're going to have to eyeball it today. So we're just going to, we're going to trust the process today.
What
But
temperature?
thank you, Jessica, for asking. That was my next thing.
Is it on here?
The temperature is not on there, but the safe temperature for how you know that your chicken is cooked, you want to cook it to the internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. We call that the minimal internal cooking temperature. That means that any bacteria that is on the chicken or inside the chicken has been killed by the heat. And there's a big controversy about washing your meat versus not washing your meat. If you look on social media, you'll see people wash their meat because they feel like that water washes the germs off. The only thing that's going to wash your germs off is eating it. Or if I grew up on Long Island, so I grew up around a lot of Dominican, Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidadian people, and they did a process where they put meat, there's salt, and they put limes, and they would actually wash the meat with the salt and with the limes. And so, technically speaking, on a molecular level, that acid from the lime is going to kill any type of bacteria. However, in food service in my world, it's a no-no. If the health department comes in and if they see you, hey, good morning, if they see you with chicken in the sink and you're washing it with lime, they're going to give you points off on your health inspection because you're spreading salmonella all over the kitchen, okay? So heat is what is going to kill the bacteria, not water, okay? Okay, so my students, a lot of times, are like, oh my gosh, Mrs. Miller, what do you mean you don't wash chicken? Like, I'll see them sneak into the sink with their chicken, but then, like, I tell them, we're going to have to sanitize the whole area now because you brought that over because you're spreading salmonella all around. So heating it to or cooking it to 165 degrees Fahrenheit is going to kill our bacteria. Alrighty, so we are going to toss it. And we're almost there, guys. We are almost there. Like I said, because I don't have my temperature, I'm going to cook it not too much longer than normal, but I want to make sure that it's done. Absolutely. And very hot. No salmonella here. Salmonella-free zone. All right. And another way that you can tell, like, this is what a lot of people use for steaks. And this is what I did when I felt like before I had a thermometer, before I even thought about being a chef or open up a catering business. One of my friends had taught me this. He said, on your hand, you can tell how the doneness of meat is. So if you press, like if you press right here and if you press your meat and if it's soft, it's not done. But as you go further out and the harder it gets, if it feels like this, then like this is your steak that is well interesting. So that's what I know that sounds weird, but
It's true.
But it is true. Has anybody tried it? Yeah.
That's how they used to, when I worked in restaurants,
Yeah.
that's how they would check the doneness of steaks was
Yeah.
by
And
the,
we worked at Quincy's. So there was
Yeah.
Quincy's here in Salisbury, and that's who taught me. So
by the consistency
Better
of the
quality
steak.
than our Taco Bell meat, don't you think, Kelly?
I think so. I think so.
Guaranteed.
Taco Bell doesn't have anything on it. Okay. Alrighty, so we're letting it sizzle. And another thing, this pan is it's a ceramic, it's some kind of, it's not a hex clad, but it's some kind of new non-stick of like stainless steel type thing. But I want to point out, if you use a stainless steel pan on the bottom of your pan, and you'll get this, the brown stuff that's on the bottom of a pan. A lot of times people want to wash that out, or they'll say, oh, let me clean out my pan before I start. Okay? So we are fond of fun, so we want all of our flavors to stay. So we're not going to clear out the fun. We're not going to rinse out our pan. This is a one pan meal, okay? All right. A one pan dish. All right, so I feel like our chicken is smells good. Yeah.
You could always break one open and see the consistency of the inside.
Let's see, because this one is the biggest one here. So let's all look.
Done.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
All right, so, and that's another trick. If you don't have a thermometer, get the biggest piece of meat and open it up and see. Please don't go around open your meat. Don't do that, because you're going to release all of the juices. Also, if this was a whole chicken breast, you're going to let it rest before we start cutting it, because if you take it out the pan and start cutting it, you're literally going to release all of the juices. Because this is protein, as it eats, it relaxes. You think about when you exercise and your body gets warm, you know how like they say do the warm up, your muscles get soft and they relax. So the blood starts flowing more, you know, all your juices get flowing. It's the same thing with meat. As it eats and as it cooks, while it contracts, it does relax. I know that sounds weird, but then as you let it cool off, it does contract, like it gets tight and all the juices stay in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove our chicken into this pan over here, because like I said, this is a one-pan meal. And so we are going to use our oil. I use avocado oil, and I'm a fan of avocado oil because I'm a nutritionist as well, and so I tend to use anti-inflammatory ingredients in my cooking. Avocado oil is omega-3 fatty acid. It's an oil that's anti-inflammatory. So versus your regular seed oils like canola oil, soybean oil, olive oil is omega-3, so you use olive oil too. So olive oil and avocado oil. I'm a fan of cooking with avocado oil and doing my dressing with olive oil.
We talked about last time how avocado oil has a higher smoke point too.
Yeah.
Cook it hot.
Well, cook it. Oh, I would definitely do that. Yeah. Probably burning stuff. Like, oh, I got 20 more minutes. Burn this sucker. It's not going to catch on fire until you get it to,
I think it's
500 degrees.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we can actually add just a little bit more oil in here. Just a tiny bit. That's probably about half the tablespoon. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start cooking up our
Chicken fajita veggie bowls.
So here we have one medium zucchini and one medium.
We're gonna sample it. When we're done, we're gonna sample.
Yes, and I got this from the farmer's market. So
The-
there's one medium zucchini,
The
one medium yellow squash.
the cooking at the market is all from the market.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, everything is market fresh. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, everything's from the market except for our avocados and our cilantro and our lime.
Now remember, it's from the farm.
It's from the market.
This is from the farmer's market. We do have this squash and zucchini, which is actually on special today at Father's Daughter Market. So they have it for $4. So
Nice.
squash and zucchini, today is your day. We're going to try this recipe. So go out and get that today. So it says to have it cut in half moons, but half moons I felt like it's going to be a little bit too big, especially for us sampling. So what I did, I quartered it down. So you take your zucchini, you cut the ends off and cut it the long ways down, then you cut it again, and then you just cut it into these beautiful quarters, okay? And so the point of us making this bowl is we don't want to actually cook everything down to where our zucchini and squash.
If you guys are interested in samples, she does another demonstration at 10 o'clock.
Like the onions and the butter and the garlic and cook it all down. My mom, that's one of my favorite summer dishes, is when she makes like the stewed zucchini and squash food. It's so delicious. But we don't want to do that here. We want to cook it to a tender crisp, okay? And the reason why we want to do that is the shorter amount of time that you cook vegetables, the more nutrients you actually retain in the vegetables. So a lot of times people villainize microwaving our vegetables. They're like, oh, I'm going to put it in the microwave. But actually, microwaving and steaming is one of the ways that you're going to keep the nutrients into your vegetables. The shorter amount of time you cook it, the more nutrients that are going to be in it. And just like old school people, I know like African Americans, like they have a thing where they put collard greens and they have pot liquor, and then they'll drink the pot liquor, or they put the pot liquor over cornbread. That pot liquor actually has all of the nutrients in it, so they're getting the fiber from the greens. But then when they drink that pot liquor, it's like drinking a liquid vitamin. Alrighty, so
She did not stir her veggies.
we know that squash and zucchini, they do have a lot of liquid in it. They have potassium in it as well. So that's good. We're also using garlic. We're using bell pepper, which is high in vitamin C. And ladies, we need that for our collagen production, okay? Because as we age, you know, sometimes our skin starts to sag, like, you know, the nerves. You would think that the water would stop. You would think that it would stop. But our skin starts to sag, so we need all of our nutrients to help with the, and you know, men too. You know how you see old people, like, you know, how their skin gets a little, you know, flat, like thin and flat. Even that thinness of the skin, that's because they're losing that collagen. So we need all of our vegetables and everything, all of our nutrients, our vitamins.
Can you hold this, Jessica? Will you hold this a second?
Building blocks for our skin health. All right, so we are going to flip this around. As you can see, it's starting to cook off. See, it's absorbing some of that oil.
Now, you have your own restaurant, or you just a chef?
I have I do have a business. I'm a personal chef and caterer, and I operate out of a commissary kitchen. But so if you need like a cooking class, if you need me to cater an event, if you have an event at your home and you want a private chef, I can do all of that. So my card is right here.
Amazing.
Alrighty, so we have our squash here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of seasoning, because you know I can't help myself, because you know I like to layer my flavor. So we're just going to add a little bit of that seasoning on here.
And what season is that?
That is the fajita seasoning, and that is what was listed right there. I just made it last night when I marinated my meat. I just went ahead and made it that time before, and so because I wanted to have extra.
So you marinate your beef?
I'm a fajita yeah, so I just like, I am a big advocate for marinating meat. Like, I get kind of nasty. The only thing I really don't marinate is my fish, because, you know, seafood soaks up salt like really quickly. But if I'm doing chicken, any type of meat I'm doing, I'm always marinating it in the day. Or 2 days.
Usually like your season, stick it up
In a good day. Yep.
no water.
We're going to sample when she's done.
Okay, great.
The recipe did call, because it is so lean, it did call to add avocado oil. So I did add about a tablespoon of avocado oil. I put the seasoning mix in there, and then I put it in a plastic bag, and I just squeezed it, twisted it around to see the sauce. Alrighty, so we're going to flip it again. Alright, so here we go. We're getting somewhere, guys.
Smells so good. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. How y'all ladies doing?
My son is active duty Navy submarine.
Okay.
Stationed at Pearl Harbor.
Alright.
Submarine.
Great.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Got back off the plane.
Alrighty, so we know that this is going to continue cooking, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our bell peppers. These came from Terrell Farms, and it is a bell pepper. I don't know the name of the bell pepper, but it is like a light green bell pepper. And if you smell it, you can smell that bell pepper smell. So what I did, I just sliced bell pepper in half, and then in half again, and just strips with the bell pepper. Right. And here I have an onion. This came from Twin Oaks. And of course, what are we going to do? We're going to layer. So before I toss it around, because what's the point of eating if it's not seasoned, okay?
So does that one have salt in it?
It has the sea salt in it. So yes, according to the fajita seasoning right here, that's how you can control your own salt. So each recipe only has half of a teaspoon of salt in it. And like that seasoning. So we're going to gently toss this around.
So good. That bell pepper smelled a lot more than I expected.
Right. Mm-hmm. And
Beautiful.
It didn't smell that way when I initially cut it. It seemed like as it sat, it smelled yeah. All right, so here we go. It's looking very green. So we still have our heat on medium, and we're just going to let this cook down. If you were in a hurry at home, what you can do, you can always put a lid on top of your pan. That's what I always say. I need to bring a lid next time. Like every time I do this, I remember. You can put a lid on here, a piece of foil if you don't have a lid that big. And what that does is that'll trap the
We're doing a cooking demo.
and that'll help to soften up the vegetables and to help cook them just a little bit faster. But it's more like it'll help to steam them and then like soften them at the same time. That makes sense. Now, if we were fancy and we had a black stone, then
They're just so pretty. I feel like the presentation of cooking on them is so pretty.
I
Yeah.
know if I got it, it would not look like that. It's just like when I buy flowers from Reds. They never look like that.
Well, do you know, Kelly? You have to season a black stone and keep it clean and.
And they have the seasoning product. Like one thing I was impressed with, they do have the products seasoned,
Okay.
clean and everything. So it's not, you don't have to like be like a renegade. And
Okay.
learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I love that part. I went to the Celtic Fair down in Paris County. We did the volunteer and they had a black stone grill. And then they had a Boston.
Hi, Diane.
Okay. I should have known that. Literally, everybody's in there taking the Blackstone grill. They said they had no tables. No one won whiskey and a scotch. I was like, next
Wow.
time, like the whiskey bottle, right? Give me 3 whiskey bottles.
We're doing a cooking demo and then we're gonna sample it. It's market ingredients.
And they have smaller ones, Blackstone, like a little old timey grill. The round ones that are Blackstone. Oh, really?
Smells heavenly way down here.
Oh, do it.
Oh, good.
You got it, and I'll take
Thank
over.
you, sir. Thank you for.
Absolutely. Thank you for helping me.
To me, that's just like a glorified grill. You know? So I was like, I don't know if that's really good. Yeah, because I thought about for a hot second, I was like,
We had up to 9 watching.
I don't know what I was eating.
Well, it was so nice to go back and watch it. So thank you.
And it was $99. And I was like, oh, I should get that. But then I was
Next time I'm
like,
gonna take pictures just so I have some pictures to share.
get, hey, $1.99 dry.
Oh, good. Okay, you can share that with me.
Well, this is like the old timey grills that were round.
Oh, it smells so good.
Really?
That bell pepper smelled so much when she added it.
On Facebook, they always show the steaks on. Oh wow! Yeah. Show it. It's just never too sad. I know. I want to, but I'm like, are we really gonna like cook breakfast? And you know, you see like social media what people are doing on it, and I'm like, am I really gonna be out there in the morning making pancakes? We eat it, but not that often to justify it. Oh, deal pancakes. Well, you can oatmeal, 5. Well, that's what I'm trying to do now. I hate well, if you like salad, if you like vegetables, well, like I'm going to eat salads like there's no tomorrow, and I found the best thing to eat is roast. Yes. So, but they take 25 minutes to cook. Oh my goodness. And then you have to soak them overnight. Okay. So, you know, it's a process. Yeah. Can you batch it? Like, yep. Okay.
Kelly, is there a lot of fiber in?
We're making chicken fajita zucchini or chicken fajita veggie bowls. Y'all can have some samples when she's done in a few minutes.
There is fiber. Don't act like there's no fiber.
I need sweet potatoes, crunchy salad with brown. I'm like cauliflower and snap peas and kohlrabi, like real crunchy salad.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You got some deal. I'm okay. All the stuff that I'm doing is
The crunchy vegetables.
all right. We are almost there. You're at the point where we can add our garlic. Oh yeah. I think I may go ahead and add it now. And this is 3 cloves of garlic. If you know me, then you know 3 cloves really means 4, 6 cloves.
How much time?
I love garlic.
Keeps the vampires away.
Yes, it does.
Have you tried black garlic?
No, I haven't.
OMG.
It looks so scary.
Oh, black garlic it's milder.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And you can get it in a jar
Okay.
and just keep it in the refrigerator. Or you can get the actual, it's black. Oh no, there's a bottled and then a jar. You ought to give it a try. It's called just black garlic. Mexican restaurants use it a ton,
Okay.
and it is
I wonder if they have it
delicious.
at the Mexican restaurant in Spence. I mean, the grocery store. You know, there's
Yeah, right there by Fleming's. I know. I just bought mine at Harris Teeter.
Oh, okay. That's one place I don't go.
I know. Well, I just haven't.
Because I live on the other side of town.
Food Line might have it.
I haven't seen it,
Really?
but not at ours. That doesn't mean some of the bigger stores don't have it, but I haven't seen it at
Yes,
Food
it's just
Lion.
called black garlic, and it comes like this. It is like that in a spice bottle. You've got a spice thing.
Okay. Oh, I think
So
I
it's
saw
not
that,
fresh.
this-
It's not a
they do
fresh
have
thing.
it, they have it. I think
It's a spice.
I was looking yesterday, and I feel like either they.
So it's a spice
I think.
It's a spice, but you can also get it fresh in a jar.
in a jar. Okay.
And the jar
Gotcha.
has like a.
Oh, that smells so good.
Alrighty, so we've added our garlic. Garlic is also another anti-inflammatory ingredient. The onions as well. The onions have something in it called quercetin. Quercetin is anti-inflammatory. So you know, like when you're sick, these are home remedies I pick up some stuff down here in the south. Like where you take an onion, and some people put an onion in the sock and put it in their foot, and you might say, "Oh, that's so crazy," but there is something to that because onions are loaded with quercetin, which is an anti-inflammatory, so it draws out the sickness from your body. Garlic also has an anti-inflammatory ingredient in it called compound called allicin, and allicin, like it's activating as the garlic sits. If that makes sense. So you mix your garlic, let it sit for about 10 minutes before you cook with it, and the amount of allicin that's in it raw is the same amount that's going to be in it cooked. So that's a good thing about garlic and allicin. So that's why if you know some people who are really healthy gurus, like I'm a healthy person, but I have a friend who actually eats garlic at the beginning of the month. So eat like a couple of cloves of garlic every day, like during the month. Yes, raw, and that will actually clear sickness
I do
out
need
your
to talk
body.
to you in a
Sounds
little bit.
weird. You can even do fermented garlic, where
Great
you
principles.
take garlic and honey in a jar, and you just stick it up under the sink, and you just burp it every few days. That is like a natural cough syrup. That is going to clear.
It's what it feels like when I say that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and I
Don't get nervous.
It's not. Don't be nervous.
Yeah, you can do fire cider. No, it's not gonna kill you. Like I've done fire cider where it has, like it has lemon.
I think it would be cool to get her to do a fire cider
I think rosemary, garlic.
demonstration making some fire cider. That would be awesome.
Yes. And then
Especially
sit in
the next month, 1st of August, because that's it has to sit for like so long. Fire cider would be awesome.
Like all the elderberry shrubs are about to do their berries right
Some
now.
elderberry syrup,
So
bone broth. Bone broth would be so
it'll
great.
be really fun.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're gonna add our chicken back. And like I said, this is what we call a chicken vegetable fajita bowl, which means that this is just the topping for your bowl. I did not make the bottom part of the bowl, which would have been some type of grain. So you could do white rice, you could do quinoa, you could do brown rice, you could do aromat, you could do any type of grain that you want for the bottom of your bowl. Okay? And then we're gonna just sample it. We're gonna let this warm back up for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, is it sampling time?
Almost. You gotta hang around for 2 more minutes.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you doing? I'll be heading your way. I was heading that way and I smelled that
I was,
because of the
that's
detour.
why people bringing me here right here.
I was like, detour.
So what I'm gonna do now, we're gonna taste this to see if I need to add any more seasoning.
Good chef always tastes.
Yeah. Do you watch any of the TV cooking shows?
Well, I don't have cable.
Well, I don't do that too, but they have Chopped in the Wild.
Oh,
You seen that one?
no.
OMG, they drop them off on an island. They have to build their kitchen. So whatever they can find on that island, and they cook on it. And they get ready to eliminate it. Did you smell that good food? She's getting ready to give us a taste of that chicken.
All right, so I added some more seasoning. I'm also going to add some more salt. Like I said, the seasoning blend only has half of a teaspoon of salt in it.
Perks of making your own. Making your own spice blend.
Oh, yeah.
You can control the amount of salt you consume.
And you do all about Himalayan salt or regular old?
I love a Himalayan salt. For me, I feel like it tastes saltier, but I do use regular salt.
Because I use sea salt.
Yeah,
Fine sea salt.
this is, I do use refined
Oh,
Himalayan.
what is it? Veggies?
It's a
Chicken
chicken
Let me look
fajita
at the-
veggie bowl.
Let me look at the ingredients.
They're all market fresh.
I'm making a chicken fajita vegetable.
Oh, I could definitely eat that. Gluten and dairy free and sugar free, so that's on that list.
You can scan the QR code
Uh-huh.
and get the recipe if you want the recipe,
Okay.
or you can take a picture.
I got it
later.
memorized. I'm a cook, so I can literally look at a thing and I already got it.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm not that good.
No, that's why I say if I watch a video or like I need to watch it maybe 3 times. And
Yeah, it's in my brain already.
It's also on Facebook
That's-
Live, so you can go back and watch
I
it.
love it. Well, I'll come on back.
Alrighty guys,
moving around.
it's almost time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get our garnishes together. We're gonna garnish this with some cilantro, and I'm gonna put some avocado if you'd like. I can put that on it as well. Now how I cut my avocado, I slice it in half, and then I slice it down like this. Be careful that you don't slice through your hand. This knife is sharp. And then we're going to do not slice your hand. The knife is sharp. It's already gone through the bottom. I already felt it.
I heard somebody say like cheese was injured. And I get it taste like you before you add the cilantro.
Yes, I'm going to just do it individually. And what I'm going to do just to make it easier for you, use that out. And you see it comes out and it is diced up. So look at that. Look what you did.
Makes slicing an avocado easy.
Alrighty, so, and then to get the seed out, you just slap it and twist it and it comes right out.
You don't have to shoot the seed across the kitchen. Sometimes they're slippery.
You can get it off with your bare hands. Wow. I need to have you come to my house. Just when I have to pick that out. Are you going to be available?
Depends on how
Okay.
depends on how often she eats avocados, right?
Are you allowed to have a sample with us? She's getting it for her mother. Oh, okay. I bet her mother's going to share with her. You know, your mama's going to share with you?
I'm only going to try a little.
Just the whole thing's good.
All right. So let's turn our heat off. We have our garnishes here. And we are ready to sample, guys.
It looks mighty good.
Alrighty, and as I get the samples out, y'all let me know if you would like avocado and cilantro. You want one without cilantro?
And lime. Are you going to put lime on it?
I'm gonna squeeze a little chicken fajita veggie. What's that thing? Oh, nice.
You say it's good.